I did.
What do you think?
In fact, I mean, you and I have discussed this before. Back, I don't know, like when the episode one Star Wars, trailer popped up. We downloaded that so that we could watch it over and over and just break it apart. Now everything's on YouTube, and it's a bit more difficult to go frame by frame. Um, but yes, I did see it. It looks good. Did you see Lobo?
See, I didn't notice Lobo because I'm
Yeah,
there's certain sort of comic book fans. There's those that know who Lobo is,
right.
and then there's those like me who will know who Lobo is once they see Supergirl in the movie. I knew
Right.
that Jason Momoa was being cast as Lobo and all that sort of
Yeah.
stuff, but I hadn't
Yeah.
realized that it was for Supergirl or that his first
Yeah.
appearance would be in Supergirl. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Dude, it's a
I come at it a
flash.
whole different thing.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm sure Neil has looked at it as well, but I mean, like, it was super quick. I mean, like, he's just and then that's it. And he's walking down a dark hallway. I want to say it was at the 35-second mark. I even made notes for the show.
Wow.
So
Yeah.
yes. But I did it on a pad, so I'll have to unlock it every single time.
You
But
will.
yeah, Lobo at 135. So
Nice.
yeah. But it
I
was
like
good.
it. I watched it. I enjoyed it. I'm glad to see
Yeah.
Crypto's back in it. It would have been crazy not to have Crypto in Supergirl. They would have
Oh,
been
yeah, especially since it's her dog, right?
yes, exactly. So from what I can tell,
Yeah.
and again, I'm no expert on everything, but is this set slightly before Superman? Is this like the Supergirl movie happens and then she goes to Earth, and then that's when we see her in Superman, or
I think this comes right after Superman, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember what was the headline on the newspaper that got peed upon.
I just saw
Because
I just saw Superman on that, and it made me laugh. But I've
right.
already seen people on the internet going, "Oh, look, they're disrespecting Superman." It's like, for the love of God, it
Oh,
started already, John.
you know what? Yep. I thought similar because I'm like, man, James, did you really have to have the dog pee on the newspaper? But as the dog owner, I agree with Supergirl in that, hey, you know what? At least just peed on the paper this time. So yeah.
Exactly, and you know what? As much as dogs and cats love us, if they've got to
Yeah.
go, they would
Right.
happily pee on a portrait of us. It
Oh,
wouldn't
100%. And I
bother them
would
at all.
rather, right? I no, not at all, man. I would much rather pee on a portrait of me or a Picasso or whatever instead of the floor, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought it was fun. I think the film looks fun. I think it looks very similar to the style of Superman, which is obviously by
Yeah.
design. I think Millie Alcock looks great as Supergirl.
She
Um,
does. I didn't know how, because she is not your stereotypical Supergirl like Corn Sweet was, or Corn Sweat um, is Superman. Kind of like Henry Cavill. He
yeah,
was Superman. Corn Sweat is Superman. So they've done a really good job. But she didn't exactly embody what I thought. But then again, I mean, neither did Tobey Maguire back in Spider-Man days. And I was like, man,
no,
Sam Raimi's lost his mind, right? But
yeah.
but he was great. Obviously, he keeps coming back in the multiverse. So
And obviously the internet is just going to be going after this film, just because they
oh
do, because they
yeah.
do. It's just like
Trolls, man.
I think a lot of people seem to think that James Gunn directed Supergirl and he wrote it. It's like, no,
Yeah.
he's the head of the studio, Craig
Right.
Gillespie. He's done it.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think it looks like he's done a really good job. Obviously, they've,
Yep.
him and James Gunn and Peter Safran have sat down and gone, this is how we'd quite like the film to look,
Right.
and maybe hit these bullet points so it ties in with everything else. But you
Yeah.
look at the Supergirl conversation online, and it's only been a few hours, but people are like, "Boo, boo, James Gunn." You're like, he didn't make it. For the love of God,
Right.
leave it alone. I bet Craig Gillespie's like, whew,
Right.
at least they're not coming after me. It looks
he's
fun.
like he's like Neo in the Matrix. He's just like, yeah.
Yeah,
So
it
getting
looks
out of the
fun. At
way.
the end of the day, it's a movie. For the love of God, just
Yeah. Just enjoy it.
no. And
Yeah.
this was the time. So you'd emailed me um, an email about a topic earlier on in the week, going,
Oh
should we
yeah.
cover it? And it's kind of like, you know, when did we sort of step away from storytelling
Yeah.
and go over to the dark side or whatever?
Yeah.
It's kind of like that. So I watched. I've been watching all the great Christmas movies this month. So
Yeah.
Gremlins, right? I
Oh
love
yeah.
I love Gremlins, but I'm about to
Yeah.
bash Gremlins in a couple of minutes. I rewatched Stallone's Cobra again, a film I love. I'm also about to bash Cobra.
Right.
Um, Watching Gremlins because Annette had seen it once years ago, and that was with me, which kind of
Mhm.
shocked me. I'm like, oh my god, I've literally introduced her to so many classic films, like Ghostbusters, she'd never seen before me.
That's
And
your
so
spin-off podcast, the 2 of
it
you
is.
watching something like that. Yeah.
Do you know what? I would happily do a podcast with her where it's like I sit down and we watch a film together
Yeah.
that she's never seen, and then I'm like, "What do you think?"
Yeah.
Episode number one would have to be A Clockwork Orange, which she's never watched. I think she'll hate it.
Let
Um,
me know in
but
that
yeah,
one
like
post. That would be
we have
awesome.
people. She's, and this is what we're going to do next year. Not necessarily the
Yeah.
podcast, but we're each building a list up of films we've never ever seen,
Yeah.
and we're just going to sit down and watch them. So some I've seen, but she hasn't. Some she's seen, but I haven't.
Right.
Another one on her list is Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, which she's never watched, but old.
Oh, that is great, man.
Some of mine are older films like Whatever
Yeah.
Happened to Baby Jane with Bette Davis and stuff like that. But Clockwork
Right.
Orange, she's always shied away from
Right.
because in her brain, she's built it up to be this really nasty film because it's got the whole discourse around it. I'm like, seriously,
Right.
I fully expect her to watch Clockwork Orange and hate it.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't be mad at her for that. It's like I get it
Yeah.
because it's a very dated film, and if you've seen it years and loads of times, then
Yeah.
you learn to appreciate it. But
Yeah.
if you watch it now for the first time, it's like this. I don't understand what they're saying. It's weird. It's crap. Blah blah blah. So we're going to be watching Clockwork Orange at some point. But yeah,
Yeah.
Gremlins. So we sat down and watched Gremlins, and I'm going to spoil Gremlins for those who haven't seen it. Everybody's seen Gremlins. And again, I love the movie Gremlins. So how I'm going to bash it is leading into the topic that we're going to cover or part of it. So we're watching Gremlins, and Billy Peltzer's dad goes to the Chinese junk shop, and hey, what's that noise? Oh, it's a Mogwai. I want to buy the
Right.
Mogwai.
Yeah.
The grandkid says $200. I'll sell you a Mogwai, and he gets told the rules. Now we all know the rules to Gremlins: don't get them wet, don't feed them after midnight, and keep them at a bright light because they hate bright light. The
Mhm.
bright light one we get because it's quite a lot, but it's like,
Yeah.
switch the light off with the Polaroid camera and all that sort of stuff.
Right.
They don't feed after midnight. So that rule comes up.
Right.
And Annette turns to me, she went, but every time's after midnight. And I'm like, that's kind of a good point.
Right.
But yet in 1984 or all those years onwards, we didn't go, this film's full of plot holes because every
Right.
time's after midnight. My thing
Right.
was always
Yeah.
like, what time zone? If you take it to Spain, is it midnight in Spain? How does the body clock
Right.
work on that one? So there was that one. And I'm like, you kind of got a point there, but you've got to suspend
Yeah.
disbelief and blah, blah, blah. However,
Right. Right.
she's spot on. Now is after midnight. It's like 9 o'clock in the UK here, but it's after midnight.
Right.
And then the other one, don't get them wet. Okay, so we see what
Yeah.
happens when Mogwai gets, when Gizmo gets wet, pop, 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 ends up with 5 more Mogwais and so on.
Right.
Right? They're all running around in the snow outside. And are you telling me that there's no droplets of water? And I'm like, and that's the point. But in 1984 and onwards, we didn't go, hang on a minute,
Right.
this film sucks because there's 2 plot holes I've found.
Right.
We just sort of went with it, and we went with the story going, okay, this is the story being told,
Right.
entertain me, and it was
Yeah.
great. If those
Yeah.
films came out nowadays, there would be so many YouTube videos going, it's full of plot holes.
Right.
Every time's after midnight. This is crazy.
But
Um,
I think the fact that when we saw that back in the 80s, we had to go to the movie theater to see it. And it wasn't, I mean, it wasn't like we were going to watch it back to back to back. We couldn't pause it. We couldn't, so I think we accepted more just because we were on a ride.
yeah.
We were trekking towards that ending.
I think also nowadays, certainly online, a lot of people think they're film critics.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
I know some people might go, well, you two are on a podcast talking about movies. I'm not a film critic. I'm not a,
Right.
we're both film fans who like talking about
Yeah.
movies, there's a
Right.
big difference. Then, well, actually,
Yeah.
if you pause it, there's a plot hole, blah blah blah. Not that sort of. Um, so we just enjoy movies, and I think a lot of people have got away from that.
Yeah.
They seem to think that my voice is very important, and I must tell the world of my thoughts about how I
Yeah.
don't want to watch Supergirl. Yeah,
Yeah.
great. But Cobra,
Yes.
I love Cobra, but that's an awful film, isn't it? Really, I was watching it, and I love it, and it's in my top 250 favorite films of all
Yeah.
time. But it's a bad film. It's like some of the dialogue in that is so clunky. The
Yeah.
what's with all? I mean, I'm sure you've seen Cobra.
It's been so long. I mean,
What's with
like, I'm
all the
sure it
bad
was full
guys
of 80s
with
goodness, but
the axes at the beginning? Just doing that. Is that what are they doing? They're all in a warehouse. Some of them are in suits. Some of them are in police uniforms. They're all
yeah.
banging that. You go, it looks cool. It looks cool on film.
So what was it? Turned it into Gangs of New York or something with a
Sort
dance
of,
thing?
sort of. So they did that twice with this whole
Yeah.
montage of that. Um, and then when Cobra, his whole "I'm the you the disease, I'm the cure. Go ahead, I don't shop here," all that sort of stuff. You're like, for the love of God! Again, I
Right.
love it. I think it's great, but it's
Yeah.
terrible.
Yeah.
And then when Cobra eventually catches up with Brian Thompson, the main Night Stalker dude, the Night Stalker's speech is like, "Come on, pig, let's bleed. Do you want to play? Do you want to go to hell? Let's bleed. I want your eyes." You're like, you are literally making no sense. You're making about as much sense as a Duran Duran song. You listen to
right.
Duran Duran lyrics; they make no
Right.
sense. And it's just like, what the hell? It's just
yeah.
so it's an awful film that I absolutely adore. I love, but it's not good. I get if that came out nowadays, that ain't
oh
making
yeah.
any money at the box office
Yeah.
at
Didn't he
all.
have a Chrome 357 Python? Wasn't that his
He
pistol?
did. Yep, he
Yeah.
did.
That's
And he
one
had
of my
the
that's one of my
Mercury
favorites of all
car, and
time. So
he
yeah.
he goes in at the beginning to the supermarket that's been taken over by a gunman, and all the
Yeah.
lights are off in the supermarket. But Cobra's wearing his midnight blue sunglasses. It's like, how could you see? I don't get why you're going, but it's a terrible film that I absolutely
yeah.
love.
I think it
Um,
was because they were chrome frames and they matched his gun.
I think that's what it was.
Ensemble, I think, or what is it? I don't know. Women call it something else. I can't remember,
Yeah,
but
like
it's when things.
accessorizing,
That's
isn't it?
it, man. Accessories. Yes, thank you, Stuart.
But we just went along with the story, and we were entertained, and we didn't need to just analyze every movie
Right,
through a magnifying glass and then go, right, I need to write my blog.
right,
We just went along with the story, which
right.
that's I think. Do you think films have lost? Because what was the sort of angle of your topic
You
regarding
know,
the creation
it
versus the
was. I
storyline?
was watching a video, and I can't remember the creator's name, but the guy was just making some observations that at one point it was about storytelling and visually it backed the story, but they never lost sight of having a solid story all the way through. Sure, it was slower paced. Sure, there may be plot points, but it just seemed like at some point we started making movies for the bean counters to make money. And it's like, oh, well, if we have a lens flare here and we have a giant robot there, and it doesn't matter if it makes sense or not. It's as long as visually we get more money, that's all that matters. And I think that was kind of what he was talking about. He was also talking about, like the movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind. Um, sure, there were special effects, but I mean, it was all pretty much practically done. They built things just like Neil does for his movies. And there's like an authenticity that we're missing these days. He showed a clip from the original Jurassic Park as, they were astounded that they were seeing dinosaurs walking. And then they showed a clip from whatever the last one was that had, uh, oh my gosh, what was the
Yeah,
latest Jurassic World?
exactly.
Anyway,
No, yeah, I see. That's how that's part of
Dominion,
the.
there you go.
Was it
Yeah.
Dominion or was that the
I,
one with? No, that was the last one, wasn't it?
I think so.
See what I mean? It came out
Yeah.
was it this year it came out, that
Yeah.
Jurassic Park? If
Yeah.
somebody said, "When did the last Jurassic Park film came out?" My
Yeah.
brain would be like, 2, 3 years ago? Nope, this
Right.
year. Crazy.
But this one was showing how digital everything was and this depth of field that is. not purposeful in the way that we would shoot. Like, okay, we want more attention to this conversation. We want it to feel more intimate. It was just simply to hide the background, and they didn't have to put so much detail in the digital background, so they just blur it. So,
Neil,
and I agree with
what was
Neil.
it called,
I
Neil?
en-
What was it
I
called? I
en-
can't remember.
and I enjoyed it as well. But it's
Yeah.
interesting when it's pointed out. And dude, I thought, because it was Jurassic whatever, Dominion, I thought having these mutated dinosaurs was a really cool idea.
Mhm.
And so it was fun. I I enjoyed it. So
I think what made me sad about the recent Jurassic Park film, other than the fact I can't remember the name of it, was that if you go back and you watch the original 1993 one, you were like, "Wow,
yeah,
like, what am I seeing here?" To a certain
right.
extent, The Lost World, and to a certain extent, the third one as well. I
Yeah,
felt nothing watching the new one. I enjoyed it,
yeah,
but I watched it and I'm like, "Oh, where's the plot going? Well, dinosaur, oh, look, dinosaur."
yeah,
There was no wow factor
yeah.
for me watching this,
Well,
and
we've
that's
seen it
probably
all
because
before.
that's probably what it is, isn't it? So it's like,
Yeah,
well, where does it go?
yeah,
Is there going to be a point where we get something that we go wow again when it comes to filmmaking? I mean, I'm not going to see the third Avatar movie. I hope it makes a lot of money for everybody and it's great, but I can't get through the
right.
second one.
Yeah.
And yet the first
Um.
one was like, wow, this is kind of cool what James Cameron's done
Oh
and blah blah
yeah.
blah. Second one, I'm like, no, I can't. I'm done. I'm bored.
Yeah. Well, that and it just the fact that, are we going to watch this, or we could play the equivalent on the PlayStation with
Yeah,
similar graphics and everything. And it all, yeah, it popped. It looked beautiful. But I mean, I don't know. You look at Arcane, which is the TV series on Netflix, that looks like an illustrated novel brought to life. So there was a cool edge to it. But that second Avatar movie, it just all looked fake because it
yeah,
was, and it was just, I don't know, it didn't hold my interest. I think if the way they had the practical and the humans as well as the avatars in the original movie, I think that was
hmm,
cool. I think
yeah.
that's what made that one different.
But yeah, and it makes me sad because I like James Cameron, but I'm like, I can't do it. They're too long.
Yeah,
I can't get through the second one. I've tried like three
right.
times, and
Yeah,
there's no point me watching Fire and Ice because I'll be like, "What's going on?" Because I've missed three
right.
and a half hours of backstory. At some point, I might just go, "Sod it! I'm gonna sit
Right.
down and watch these things and get them out the way." But I never thought I'd say that about James Cameron. So to be fair,
I think I'm gonna go opt for like the 10-minute recap version of each, and then I'll be like, okay,
yeah.
that's excellent.
But
Okay.
do you think there will be a wow factor again, though, in films? I mean, story wise, I think there will be. You know, where
Story.
somebody
It's
writes a good script and we're like, "Wow, I didn't see
right.
that coming." Shout out to Welcome to Derry for doing that quite a few times this season.
I hope that we've gotten over the special effects. I hope that we've gotten over that kind of wow, I've got to be impressed with what I see, and we're getting back to story. And I hope that, and I don't want AI to steal jobs from people. I know it already is, but um if everybody working together can make things cheaper so that the budgets can remain lower, so that maybe we'd have good stories with good visuals for the fans instead of it just all being so money driven. And you look at Netflix and some of these other streaming platforms, and they have a movie. It's like Zack Snyder, Rebel Moon. I thought it was great. I don't
So did I.
understand. And
Yeah,
I thought Netflix said it was great. And then it's
yeah.
just like, oh no, we're done with him. We lost money on Rebel Moon. How? I mean, anyway, but I don't know how they are judging some of this stuff. So anyway,
It's. I mean, with regard to Netflix, it's pretty much algorithms, isn't it? They look at it and go, "How many people watched
yeah,
it this week compared to
right,
last week?" Right. Oh, look,
yeah,
it's dropped. Nobody's watching it now. Nobody's talking about it now.
right.
Well,
But how
just
much is fair versus, is it well, here's Zack Snyder, so we're gonna set the bar way up high. We're gonna make a ton of money because of Zack Snyder. And then they're disappointed versus some other movie. Maybe it's dirt cheap therapy. It's like, oh, dude,
Yeah.
we're not gonna make a lot of money, but it's filler for our library. And so they would be happier with my movie than Zack Snyder's movie, although they're completely different, but they're just looking at eyeballs on the screen and how much money they poured into it. But at
I
what
think the
point
thing
does, yeah,
I think the thing is, it's like if Netflix announced, right, we've got Zack Snyder, the guy who did Watchmen and Dawn of the Dead, we're giving
yeah,
him $300 million to make this what was originally going to be a Star Wars project, and it's going to be
right,
so ambitious.
yeah,
People get excited. They're like, "Oh, this is
yeah,
going to be amazing! It's going to be great!"
yeah,
Whereas with Dirt Cheap Therapy, they'd be like, "Who's in that?" John Fouts is in that. I haven't seen any
right.
John Fouts films. Yeah, any good? Yeah, he is actually. He's a funny guy, good filmmaker as well. Who directed it? Dexter. Right. Then there's no anticipation, and I think that's
Right,
why I often enjoy indie films a lot more than I enjoy the big studio films, because the
right,
big studio films, I've seen 17 trailers, I've seen the behind the scenes, I've seen people doing
yeah,
out of theater reviews, and I've listened to podcasts where they're talking about it. Indie
yeah,
films, not so much. So I go into an indie film and go, well, I know who directed it. I know a couple of the names that are in it. I know the basic plot. Let's see what you've got. And usually I
right.
come out of that and go, wow, that was really good. And I think that sort of damages. It helps indie films, but I think it damages studio films because people have
Yeah,
their hype levels are way too big.
right. Either that or like, when, Age of Ultron was coming out, and we had pretty much seen the entire movie out of order, in theatrical slices, little trailers, and that kind of hurt my enjoyment. I was trying to think of the last time I saw a trailer that was stupendous, intrigued me, and was pretty much, the first 3 minutes of the film, and then it went elsewhere. But anyway, I digress. The Going back to the whole, I hope that the wow factor will come back in movies. I hope that, you know, I there was another article that was talking about, more and more movies are released digitally instead of in the theaters. They're disappointed with, opening box office and stuff, but most theaters don't have the sound systems that we have. Most theaters don't have the micro LED TVs that we have. That, I mean, it just makes everything better.
Yeah.
And we don't have those annoying people that are on their phone,
Yeah.
farting, cutting up, whatever. It's so
That's the main reason I don't go to the cinemas much,
yeah,
because I have a curse where there's always some idiot in the audience, and that's
yeah,
all I can focus on. Then I'm like, put your
right,
phone away for God's sake. And
yeah,
you can only watch a film for the first time once.
right,
And if you watch this film that you're really looking forward to, and somebody ruins it by faffing around on the phone for 2 hours,
right,
you've ruined that enjoyment, or they have,
right,
of a movie. So
yeah. Sound a lot like Roger Rabbit. It'll start to rise and then they'll put their phone down. I'm like, okay. And then they're picking it back up and then they put it back down. And at some point, it's going to hit that point of no return. I'm going to go, put
yeah,
the phone down. And then
yeah.
at that point, I've ruined the movie for me because I've let my blood pressure boil.
Mhm.
Michelle backs my play, but still, I mean, it just, anyway, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's very disappointing, and I guess too, not that I like pausing movies because I want to feel the pace. I don't want it to be broken up. But sometimes, hey, you got to go, to the restroom or whatever, and you pause it. So that's another plus. Although there have been some movies where I've just, gone to the restroom and not in my seat. I thought I'd clarify. I'm pointing towards where the bathroom is down here. And but anyway, it is so noisy that I feel like I'm at a theater. So
Yeah.
anyway, yep. I
So,
thought that was a hidden secret message. I was waiting for your interpretation.
no, that's just some troll. Just like, and I figured
Yeah.
if I didn't, put them in timeout, which you can do, it's quite great on YouTube.
Oh, that's
Then
good.
they would just keep doing it. It's great. You can
Right.
go put them in timeout, go
Right.
away. So I'll put them in for 10 minutes,
Right.
and if they come back and they start doing it again, I'll just kick them again.
Yeah.
So it's nice that they chose this channel to come in and type 67. I get what they're
Right.
doing. Yeah.
I
What are they?
have no
5 years
idea. I don't
old?
even I don't even know what that is. You can fill
It,
me in later.
It's some silly TikTok craze, 6767 that's just going
Yeah.
around the world. It's this year's,
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah.
Wednesday dance or something. So yeah, so I've watched Gremlins, which is great, but Feeding After Midnight makes no sense.
Yeah.
Watch Cobra, love it, but it's terrible. so
Yeah.
I've got Apple
Yeah.
TV again, John.
Nice.
I have got
You know,
Apple TV for the next 6 months, so I'm going to be needing
nice.
those recommendations from you.
Yeah. Well, I was looking at the list because we had discussed, potentially going over what we thought were the best movies, the best TV
Mm,
shows, and Apple really, Apple wins, and then
yeah.
Netflix comes in second. Um, Hulu didn't even make the list, so
Yeah, I don't.
Pluribus,
I mean,
yeah, Pluribus is
I haven't
excellent.
seen that yet. I haven't watched it. I haven't
Yeah,
watched a lot on Apple yet. I did watch
yeah.
and Neil recommended this, the 5-part documentary about Martin Scorsese, Mr.
I
Scorsese.
have not watched that yet, but I want to,
Really
just
good.
haven't had a chance. Yeah.
I was going to watch an episode a night for 5 nights. I ended up watching the whole five in 2 days because it just ends on cliffhangers where you're like, I need to watch the next one now. And it's a documentary about Martin Scorsese.
Wow, man.
We kind of know it all because we know
Yeah.
his career, but it would be like, and then this happened, and then he encountered this person. You're like, oh, I need to watch that one now. So I binged it, but it's really good. It's really good.
Yeah.
So thank you
Okay.
to Neil for recommending. What's that mean?
Yeah.
Recommending Mr. Scorsese.
I'm
So
updating
yeah.
Webster right now for you, Stuart. Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, thank you. So yeah, Pluribus is something I'll probably watch as well.
Yeah,
Um, Foundation, haven't seen it. Silo, I started, but kind of got a bit fed up with that. To be fair, like
yeah.
For All
Foundation,
Mankind.
yeah,
Yeah,
we started it and then I can't remember what happened. Maybe that was when we found Yellowstone and we just binged what was it, 6 seasons, 5 seasons. So yeah.
how are you doing on Mayor of Kingstown? That's started again, the new season.
Oh, dude, it is awesome. Are you keeping up
I've
with it?
I've only just started the new season. We've finished
Yeah.
Tulsa King, so we're up to date on that.
Yeah. Dude, and what did you think of that ending?
I loved it. Yep, I love it.
It was
I
it
could
was
sit and
very
watch that show
80s.
all day.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Michelle was
Um,
just like, "What? What? What? I can't believe
yeah,
they did that." And I'm like, "I can."
I can.
Yep. He messed with the Tulsa King. Come on.
So then I put Mayor of Kingstown on. Thank God they did a recap. I'm like,
Yeah.
because it's been like a year and a half, 2 years or something since that
Right?
was on. But I still
Yeah.
don't know who he is, Jeremy Renner's character. Because there's a
Oh,
scene in
really?
the first episode when he's
Yeah.
sitting down with Edie Falco, who's the new prison warden, and
Right.
he's like, "I'm gonna need this, and I'm gonna need that." And she's like, "No,"
Yeah.
and he's like,
Yeah.
"Well, don't you know who I am?" Sort of thing. And I'm like, "Who
Right.
the frick are you?" Because I know he's the mayor of Kingstown, but
Right.
he's not the actual mayor.
Right. Right.
But yet the police seem to just do anything he says. The criminals
Right.
all do anything he says. I'm like, who are you? What's and
Yep.
I've been watching this thing for 4 seasons, and I'm like, I still don't quite know what the hell you are.
There
So
is something about his brother started, he was the original mayor, and then when he was
mm,
shot in season 1, I think in season 1, episode 1,
yeah, it was.
then Renner's character, took over, and he is the stopgap. He is the one who makes sure that everybody gets away with just enough that there isn't an outright war. And
But
so, and he's always, you know he's always had power and control, and same thing with Bunny, and now everything's just kind of starting to fall in, so be
it's like
interesting.
he's no real authority, is he? He's not like
Not at all.
not like a
Yep.
policeman or a politician
Right.
or a lawyer or so. He's just
Right.
like, I'm the mayor. You're like, oh yeah. Oh, what does that maybe
Yeah.
how it works? I might go to some little town and go, I'm now the mayor of King Pixie or something. If there's a
Right.
town called that, I'm going to be the mayor of King Pixie, and everything
Right.
go through me.
Yeah. It's almost like a bunch of checker players who are checking in with, someone who plays chess, and
Yeah,
he's just like, "No, you need to move there, and then you move there." It's like, was it, 3D chess like they play on Star Trek?
yeah,
And,
yeah.
so he's just keeping up with everybody's boards, so while
Good
playing
series,
his
but
own private game. Yeah.
I will catch up with it because I burned through the first 3 seasons when I had Paramount before.
Yeah.
Have you checked out Welcome to Derry? at all? The
Have
It
not.
TV series. Oh, so it finishes next week.
Yeah.
It'll be a total of 8 episodes. Really good. So I
That'll
recommend
probably
that.
be when we'll take a look at it.
Yeah,
We found Day of the Jackal, the
I
TV
need to. Yeah,
series
I
that
need
was
to
on
watch that.
Sky.
Hmm.
Dude, I mean,
Hmm.
like, it is on par with so much of the high-end, Apple TV content, like, what is it? The Last Frontier, which is awesome. You should definitely check that out.
Look at Neil in the channel. Welcome to Dairy. That's a different show. Stop milking it, Neil. There you go. Yeah. Welcome to Dairy. That's Neil's next film if he eventually finishes the Time War, isn't it? Welcome
Right.
to Dairy. It's just cows eating grass and then being milked at the end of the episode. So that works. So Jensen in the chat plays chess. I play chess. I'm quite good at it actually, but I haven't played it for years.
Really? Dude,
Yeah,
we should, play chess sometime
we should.
online, or
Oh
you
yeah,
can
obviously I
come
could
over
come
to the
over.
house.
I'll come over.
Yeah.
Yeah,
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 alright.
yeah. I enjoy playing that. So how has it been this year for movies and TV then, John?
You know, for the most part, there was a lot of things that I enjoyed, but I don't necessarily wanna watch them again. Um, Superman, I did watch twice,
Mhm.
and, but I mean, a lot of Fantastic Four was fine,
Yeah,
um, but I mean, I don't wanna see it again. Thunderbolts, I will probably watch again just because I enjoyed it, but, um, I don't know, it just seemed like everything was lackluster, or I won't say that. I enjoyed a lot of movies, but I think I enjoyed more TV series this year,
yeah.
up until Netflix's Jay Kelly. Um, that I mean, like, that is an amazing movie, and, you get to the end. I figured it out, probably in the first third of the movie what was going on, but you get to the end and you're like, "Wow." I mean, it's just powerful, and it's a very well told story that I think all of us can relate to, so.
What is the basic pic of? Because I'm not familiar with Jay Kelly, so yeah,
George Clooney is this actor who is always too busy for his family and always very, um, very focused, and his I guess his wife has moved on. His daughter is about to go to college, and I think for for most people who are in the entertainment industry, at least for me, I always had this mentality where it's like, okay, I'm not going to be around for 3 weeks because I'm on location, but I will come back, and then I'll take a few weeks off, and then I'll start something else or whatever. And to always count on being able to catch up, because I would, at the end of 3 weeks, I sleep for 2 days, and then I'm still just kind of dragging. And so there's pluses and minuses working for yourself like that. But anyway, but yeah, I mean, he's to the age where he is having some regrets about some of his decisions, and maybe not being there enough for his daughters, and not having the relationships that he would like. So that's kind of what the movie's about, but it's
okay.
very, I mean, the whole thing starts off, like on a sound stage. It's very cool, man. I enjoyed it. And Adam Sandler, excellent job from him. And I was trying to think who else is in there, of note. But I mean, tons of, I don't know, man. But I guess I watched it at the right time. And man, I mean, like, I don't mean to build it up too much, because you may watch it with this bar set way up high and go, wow, Fouts, what were you thinking? But,
Yeah. I do
but I
like
mean,
Clooney
that's,
though. I do
yeah,
like Clooney in movies. I like how sometimes he'll do the big studio type movies like your Ocean's
yeah.
11 and stuff, and then other
Right,
times he'll do and one of my favorite films that he did was called Up in the Air, where he
yeah,
plays this guy who just travels to different factories making people redundant, and that was a
right,
really good film. I love that movie.
yeah.
So I will watch that.
But so at the top of my movies of, 2025, it's Jay Kelly, right there at the
Wow.
top. If you make me feel as, as many emotions as that movie did, they
Yeah.
won. There was, I mean, I guess in this day and age, I want to be moved. I want
Yeah.
to either laugh my ass off or be moved to tears or whatever. It's kind of like Ted Lasso. I know you and I have talked about
Mm.
that, and it's like you're laughing, and then wait a minute, damn, wait a minute, okay, and so
Shrinking, that's another one, isn't it?
oh
Which
my
is
gosh,
1 minute very
yeah,
funny, next minute you're like, "Oh." Well, it's
yeah,
yeah.
yeah, but
And I and I
yeah,
think with you'd mentioned movies, I think there's been a lot of good movies this year, but I think most of the movies have been fine. I've enjoyed them, but I'm like, "They're fine."
that's the word, man. Yep,
Yeah.
fine. Yep.
So I like them. I don't feel a need to go, "I need the Blu-ray for that because 'cause I'm gonna watch it often."
Right.
But I didn't there's
Yeah.
nothing bad about the film, it's just like, "Yes, that was good, what's next?"
Right. And I may not watch Jay Kelly again for a while, but I wouldn't mind having a copy just for whenever I feel like watching it.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Um, I mean, Jay Kelly, Superman, Thunderbolts, Frankenstein, which was really good. I don't know if you've seen that.
I have not seen that yet, nope.
And that's another Netflix, but I thought that was a story well told um as as it probably should have been. I mean, like there was so much there was an emotional undercurrent that drove everything. So, and then The Accountant 2. I don't know why that one just
No.
stuck out as being enjoyable. It was just fun. So,
I've got that to watch. I haven't managed to find the time to watch it because I wanna go back and watch The Accountant because it's been years since I've seen that
right.
and then watch the second one, but my list of films that have come out this year that I haven't yet seen is, it's not a short list, but, The
Right.
Accountant 2 is on that list.
Yeah. Yeah. It was fun, man. It was bigger. It's kind of like one of the TV series that I really enjoyed was Andor,
Yeah.
which season 2, now we're done. It's led up to Rogue One.
Mhm.
And season 1 was good, but I mean, like, we didn't see a lot of action. We weren't really world hopping and stuff like that. But this one, we were everywhere. I mean, it was
Yeah.
really taken to the next level um, and excellent storytelling. So,
Yeah. That whole episode when the uprising begins and it's
yeah.
like, wow, and then, from then onwards right to the end, it's like, this is proper TV.
Yeah.
This is good. This is
And proper
storytelling
Star Wars on
and
top of that. Yeah.
exactly, yeah, this is storytelling and good filmmaking, so
Yeah.
it's nice when they both team up.
Yeah. Let's see here. What else? And I want us to go back and forth. I don't want
All
to,
right, okay. Yeah, yeah,
monopolize.
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I'll do a couple for mine then. I know
Yeah.
what my favorite film of the year is, but I haven't ranked the other ones.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to start at the bottom of the list, but it doesn't mean it's the bottom film. It's just 10 films that I love, but I know which the first one is.
Yeah.
Final Destination Bloodlines,
Yeah.
which was really, really good. I like the other Final Destination. I love the first one. And the
Yeah.
other ones are like, yeah, they're good, they're entertaining, but it's with Bloodlines, they've kind of rejuvenated it, and it's like, wow, this is kind of like the first one again. So that's worth checking out.
Yeah.
My next one is Drop. Don't know if you've seen that one,
Mm.
which is it's a couple on a blind date in a high-rise restaurant,
Yeah.
and the woman starts receiving text messages like airdrops from somebody going, I'm gonna kill you." It's just like, what the heck's going on? And it's very sort of Hitchcockian type. What the hell's going on?
Yeah.
Who's sending the messages? What's going on? And it's
Yeah.
that type of thing.
Do they
Uh,
airdrop pictures showing that they are in the room with them or?
no, I don't know because then you could work out where they were, then, couldn't you?
Yeah.
But
Well,
it's
you'd
it's
think,
just
unless
like
they were
text
really
messages.
fast.
But
Yeah.
it's lots of messages like, "Don't sit down," or "No, don't tell your partner that you're getting
Right.
these messages." So it's clear that somebody is watching them.
Yeah.
So that's good. And then I'll go for three. Bring Her Back, the
Yeah.
horror movie, which is from the guys who did Talk to Me. Bring Her Back. It's a weird ass horror movie, but
Yeah.
it's clever and disturbing and
As a
just
horror movie should be.
as
Yeah.
it should be and as it is.
Yeah.
And I'll go for four. Ballerina. I loved it.
Oh,
Absolutely love Ballerina.
that probably should have been on my list because, yeah, I really enjoyed Ballerina. Um, Michelle really didn't. I mean, it was just too
Okay.
violent for her. I see it all as one big, well choreographed dance that is
Yeah.
bloody and death is involved. So,
But the
yeah,
flamethrower fight, oh my god, a fight with flamethrowers!
yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah. Hey, so
So that's
jumping
cool.
back, Jensen, good luck with that chess tournament tomorrow.
Yes. Hope you get checkmate. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see here. So I'm gonna run down the Apple TV, and this is in no. My list really isn't in any order, but The Last Frontier, excellent.
I'm writing these down as well because
Yeah, Slow Horses season
yeah.
4 or 5. I can't remember.
That's the reason that Annette wanted to get Apple, because basically
Yeah,
Apple sent me an email going, if you sign up before the 1st of December, you can have it half price for 6 months. I'm like, so
yeah,
that's
yeah.
yeah, and Annette went get it because I want to watch Slow Horses. So that's
Oh,
100% on our list anyway. So
dude, Gary Oldman. I
yeah,
mean, like the fact that that is really the way he looks while he's in production with the beard and the hair and the wonderful figure. And I don't think those are his real farts. You will encounter them
I
throughout the
did.
whole thing, but
I
it
did
is,
see the first
yeah.
opening, the first like 5 minutes of the pilot episode, and I'm like, oh, God, this is the sort of show it is okay. Right. Yeah. They probably are his real farts, to be fair.
It could, dude. I mean, there was one. It was my first time working with Dexter, and it was a short film, and the DP was, it was like we were in this office room, right? This little office, and the DP was sitting right there in the doorway and had all this gear and stuff up. And so anyway, it's after lunch, and we're all in the middle of a scene, and all of a sudden the just fart, and we're all, and it continues on, man. It's not one of those little like, it was, it just kept on, and it got to the part where we were really fearing for our lives, and there was no way out because he was blocking the way. And so anyway, there's my fart story for the day. So
Lovely. So yeah, slow horses. What else you got?
oh, let's see here. Let me get back into my iPad. Murderbot made me laugh a lot. Murderbot just says the things that we all think at
Okay.
times. And but I thought that was good. Long Way Home, always a huge fan
Yeah.
of what they do. And then Stick, I thought was good.
Stick.
The golf TV show, yeah.
Okay.
And then The Studio, which
I don't like it. No,
Michelle didn't like it either, but
I
it's won a
liked
lot of awards, which, I mean, like, not that that really matters, but
I liked some of the studio, and then it just goes off on one, and it starts doing real stupid stuff, and I'm like, you've just
right.
took me out of it. I would rather it
Yeah.
was a drama with comedic stuff in it,
Yeah.
whereas sometimes it just goes full on comedy,
Right.
and I think that kind of annoyed me a bit. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. It's I like the really long shots. That was really cool. That takes a lot of planning. And
mhm,
but yeah, I'm with you. I mean, I think going back, I think Ted Lasso has probably set the standard for a drama comedy that can
yeah,
cover everything.
yeah.
Let's see here. So anyway, I think it's your turn, and then we'll.
Okay, my turn. Movie wise, The Life of Chuck. It's been a great year for Stephen King adaptations.
Yeah,
There will be another Stephen King adaptation mentioned on my list, but isn't The Running Man? 'Cause I've not seen that yet.
yeah.
Life of Chuck, Michael Fassbender. It's pretty much following his life. I don't know if you've seen The Life of Chuck,
No.
but it's one of those films that you'd mentioned before, where you watch a film and it makes you feel. And that's pretty much all I need to say about that. But I would highly
Oh, wait a minute.
recommend.
Is that the movie where he's a sniper?
No, that's The Killer.
Oh.
That's be a very different
Okay.
film.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's different. That's different. Totally different movie. No, no. So yeah, check out The Life of Chuck. My One of
Okay.
my recommendations. Sinners, Michael B.
Yeah.
Jordan movie.
Oh
Really,
yeah,
really
man.
good.
Yeah.
I Swear, which is a British film, and we watched it last week, and it's based on a true story about a guy who was diagnosed with Tourette's syndrome really early in his life,
Yeah.
and he ends up, it's the film starts with him getting an award from Queen Elizabeth, And his Tourette's breaks out at the beginning. He's like, "Fuck the Queen!" And you're like, "Oh my god, this is the sort of film. This is the sort of film that we're going to be watching." Okay,
Right.
really, really good film that is funny in places, but will
Yeah.
hit you in the heartstrings
Yeah.
also
And what's the name of
afterwards.
that one again?
I swear.
Okay.
And then I've got two more films which I can save until your list is nearly exhausted.
Oh, yeah, man. Um, I'm gonna let's see here. There were 2 that 2 and you'll do movies and I'll do TV shows.
Yeah, sorry.
But
I'm doing
the,
movies. Yeah.
um, True Detective, Night Country and The Pit, both HBO Max
Oh, the
shows.
pit is amazing. That's back in
Yeah.
January, isn't it? So excited.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So excited.
And, that was the thing with, I mean, True Detective, I watched season 1, 2, maybe 3. The next one, I don't think it really held whatever I needed, to watch it. But then there was this almost like supernatural mystery element in Night Country. You're in Alaska, the 30 days of night or whatever. There's been a murder. I mean, like, it was cool. And again, everything is figured out or whatever. But I mean, yeah, dude, I liked it. It was gritty, it was dark, needless to say, because the sun wasn't rising.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, so their Task is also good. HBO Max TV series that has Mark Ruffalo in it.
Okay.
But
Yeah.
yeah, but I mean, it was good.
Okay. Uh, movie wise, for me, this my second favorite film of the year is The Long Walk. That's also based on a Stephen King novel.
So that was good.
Uh,
People walking down the
oh,
road.
it shouldn't be good, should it? Because it's always
No.
a film about, well, they got to walk,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
And there's like lions jumping at them, and no, there's no lions. You just got to walk, and if they slow down below a certain speed, they get a warning. If they slow down again, they get another warning. If they slow down again, they get a bullet. So you're like,
Yeah.
oh, it's very Hunger Games ish,
So it's so it's
similar,
almost like Speed and Hunger Games.
kind of. It's really good, really,
Yeah.
really good. Yeah, so I would highly recommend that from the director of the Hunger Games movies as well, Francis Lawrence. So you can
Really?
you could sort of see that he's like, yeah, kind of know what I'm doing with this world.
Right.
Let me have a go at that one. But then, so you bring in the whole Stephen King thing. Mark
Yeah.
Hamill's in it. He plays a brilliant villain.
Oh,
He's
that's
like this.
right. I
He's
saw
like
him
this
in the
army
trailer.
mage. He's
Yeah.
vicious. Yeah,
Yeah.
he's really really good.
Yeah.
And then my very, very favorite film of the year, which is now on Apple, so you can now watch it, is
Yeah.
F1. F1.
Yeah. That was good. I forgot to put that on the list.
Loved
And
it.
then I watched Good Fortune that has Keanu Reeves in it.
Right.
And Seth Rogen and Aziz something, I can't remember his name. Maybe Neil can help me out with that name. But anyway, um I and Seth Rogen is kind of hit or miss. And I didn't know if Michelle would like it or not. So I went ahead and watched the whole thing on my own, but it was damn good. I mean,
Okay.
like, and again, it had a moral to the story. It was a story worth sharing. And anyway, and instead of there just being, like one person, like in It's a Wonderful Life, you've got three people kind of seeing how each other lives and stuff. And so it was very cool. It's a unique movie.
And that was Good Fortune.
Yeah.
I need to
Yeah.
write that down. Yeah, because I've seen the
Yeah.
thumbnail for that and I never really paid
Right.
much attention to it. So I'm now going to
Right.
because you recommended it. Honorable mentions, I've got Weapons, which is very, very good. Um, the ending or the whole reason behind the whole plot thing, I'm like, I don't know if I'm a fan of that. It's fine because it fits within the movie, but
Mhm.
that's why it didn't end up in my top 10, just because
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, that's kind of weird. The Monkey, which is another Stephen King one, been a great
Right.
year for Stephen King, and in a film called Echo Valley, which is, I think it's Julianne Moore. And that was a film that Annette bailed out of because the subject matter in it, she's like, I don't want to watch that. I'm out. I
Mm,
carried on watching it, and it was very house violence type, grim
mm.
and that sort of thing, and it's not really. No, it's well entertaining, John. Get your popcorn and watch out. It's not that
Right.
type of movie, but it is
Right.
really good. And Julianne Moore was amazing in it. So
Yeah, Michelle and
that's
I
my
did watch that, and again, I mean, sometimes I can't really judge what Michelle is going to enjoy and what she's not going to
yeah.
enjoy. But that one I think she enjoyed more than I did, but it was good.
Mm, good. And that's
Yeah,
my movies.
what
So
was the
go
other movie that was House of House of Boom? What was it? Was that the name of it? It was about
on.
hey, there's a missile coming in the United States.
Oh,
We're gonna
House of Dynamite.
yeah, there you go.
I've finally
Yeah.
watched it.
So what did you
Um,
think?
I liked it.
Were you
It
disappointed by the ending?
No, I didn't mind the ending.
Yeah.
I think I've seen better work from Catherine Bigelow.
Yeah.
You know, you watch Hurt Locker and you come out of that and you're like, wow. And then you watch
Yeah.
Zero Dark 30 or Near Dark or Point Break and you're like, wow.
Yeah.
And I watched House of Dynamite. Yeah, that was fine. And
Yeah.
it was kind of like that. There were some really tense moments in it,
Yeah.
but I
But
just
it
think overall the
almost
film was like, yeah, it's fine.
yeah, I almost felt like, okay, so where's the second act? Where's the resolution of all this?
Yeah.
So Neil, it's
But
too
yeah,
bad that you're not actually, like one third the screen so you
we
could
shall.
interact with us.
I know it's the thing. If I'd have known he was in the chat all the time, then we could have had
Right.
you know, three of us or whatever.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, I mean, Neil sort of makes his point about we needed to see the threat.
Yeah.
I don't think so because it's like the threat's the threat. It's like you know
Yeah. But I mean, what
whoever
if
it
it's
is that's
a
threatening you. But
yeah, yeah. But I
the
mean,
film
it
the film
was
was more about how you deal with this incoming threat rather than who the threat was.
true. And obviously it's like, oh, we've got a Star Wars system set up, we'll take it out. Wow. We'll take it out
Yeah,
when it crosses this border.
yeah,
Damn, what is going on? So
yeah.
everyone around the globe can feel very uneasy this year, right?
So I thought it was fine, but it felt like a Netflix movie.
Yeah,
Which
yeah.
I know it was, but it was in theaters for like 25 minutes or whatever anyway, because Netflix love theaters, don't they?
Oh yeah. That's just so they can try to get an Academy Award or whatever it
Yeah.
is. An
Which
Oscar.
they're not getting one for that. I mean, it's not a
Yeah.
terrible film, but it's like Catherine Bigelow has done far better, and it's
I
not,
I
you know.
enjoyed the interactions with everybody and showing how everybody was taking it, but when it came down to it at the end where it's just like, okay, and credits are rolling. So
Yeah.
Michelle had fallen asleep, so she didn't get disappointed.
I think the worst film, and generally I don't do worst film lists, but I'm just looking down a list of 2025 films that I'd watched. Star Trek Section 31. God, that was awful.
It really was, and
That was
it
really
seemed
bad.
like they were trying so hard to be cool and hey, let's do Guardians of the Galaxy, but in Star Trek land, and
Yeah, not good.
yeah. And I
uh,
Michelle Yeoh is so amazing, and it just yeah, there was a lot of disappointments in there, and then Michelle enjoyed it, and she said, "I think you're being too harsh," and I was
oh
like,
no, it was bad.
"Yeah,
Yeah, normally I don't say a film's bad, but it's like that
yeah,
one was bad. I
yeah."
preferred Flight Risk with Mark Wahlberg. I did. Um, no, I haven't seen the Star Trek Academy trailer thing. I've seen the poster though, Neil, and the poster makes it look a bit like Beverly Hills 90210 for the new Star Trek Starfleet Academy thing. It looks a bit weird. What else have I seen? Karate Kid Legends was this year. That was good.
Yeah, I heard so
Enjoyed
many
that
good
one.
things about it, and we meant to watch it, and we just haven't yet.
Hostile Takeover that came out this year. I can't even remember what that film was.
Mm-mm, I don't remember it.
I think that might have been a John Cena one for some reason. I don't know. I can't remember. Naked Gun. That was funny. I like that.
I didn't see that one either. We
It's
had
good.
talked about watching it and just never got around to it.
No, it's all
And
right. It's good.
I applaud Pamela Anderson for going all natural and all the interviews and stuff. But it
Yeah.
was to me, it was. I mean, like here's oh my god, Liam Neeson and this grandma. I didn't understand. It's like, was she in the movie? I don't. And then I hear a voice, and I'm like, oh, it's Pamela Anderson. So again. I applaud her, for just allowing her natural beauty to shine through and whatever. And I applauded Michelle when she decided to stop dyeing her hair, and now it's beautiful silver. But it was just like, I don't know, as a filmmaker, I don't know how I would feel about the two of them sitting there, kind of like promoting the movie, and people don't know who Pamela Anderson is because that's
Yeah.
not who so anyway, yeah.
Yeah. Superman, we've talked about Ice Road
Right.
Vengeance, just to keep it on the Liam Neeson road for a while. Really enjoyed it. I watched both Ice Road movies this year, and they were great. They were the
Was he
sort of things.
angry?
He was
Did he have a
angry, and
skill set that he could
yes,
use?
he could drive trucks and kill people. Uh,
Uh,
Nobody Two wasn't really
oh
I
yeah,
wasn't a
man.
massive fan of that one compared to the first one.
I can see your point. Michelle didn't want to see it at all, so I watched that one on my own just because she endured the first one, but she said that was too violent. She has a threshold, and
Right,
evidently the first one went
that was
beyond
it.
it.
uh,
And this one certainly would have gone way beyond it too. But
it
yeah, I mean,
did, yeah.
it was a
Very
good
silly.
family movie. It was about family sticking together.
Family and murdering together. Great, yeah. Merry Christmas, Bob Odenkirk.
That's right.
Uh, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. I did enjoy it. I think it
I did too.
works.
Why was that not on my list? I went
I d-
through my list of list, and yeah, but I agree with you, man. I thought it was is very enjoyable, and again, it having the sound system that I do, we can crank it up, and that was actually with the old subwoofer, which is one quarter the size of what I have now.
yeah,
So anyway, there's one prop on the wall, and it's a foam gun, so it can't break. It's not going to get hurt, but man, some of these movies we've been watching lately have whatever, and it's not shaking the wall as much as the sound waves are just, I don't know, beckoning it like they have the force and slamming it on the ground. Just,
wow,
so yeah. But anyway, but so going back to movies like Mission Impossible, dude, they look and sound amazing. And
yeah,
I don't think Tom Cruise would put anything out that wasn't amazing.
no. It helps for those who haven't seen Dead Reckoning Part One for a while. Watch the first one again, and then
Mm,
treat the Final Reckoning as the Part Two. It is. They just
yeah.
renamed it because of various reasons, but it's good, solid
Yeah.
series. The
Yeah.
Gorge, which is on Apple, that came out this
Yeah,
year,
that
and
was
I
really
enjoyed
good.
that.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it more before they investigated the gorge more, shall we
Right?
say? Well, it
Yeah.
was a better film for the first half than the second half was, but
Yeah. So, but you knew there would be chess in there somewhere, right?
yes, has to be. Yeah, has to be. Dangerous animals, serial killers, and sharks. You can't go wrong with that. The Strangers Chapter Two. Everybody hated it. I thought it was fine.
Yeah.
And a couple of documentaries. John Candy, I Like Me, which is on Amazon Prime.
That
Really,
was excellent.
really good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Really good. And Being Eddie, the Eddie Murphy one, was
I haven't seen
fine.
that yet.
It
Yeah.
was okay. Did you watch the
Yeah.
Charlie Sheen one?
I did. And that was kind of crazy where, he was talking about all his antics, and by the way, I have AIDS now. And I'm just like, that dude's been through the ringer.
Yeah. So you watch the Charlie Sheen one, and he's like, I did this and I did that, and I'm
Yeah.
stupid, and blah blah blah, and here's all
Right.
my life warts and all. You watch the Eddie Murphy one, and he's clearly just saying what he wants you to hear. It's not one of those
Gotcha.
like, let's get your secrets out, Eddie. What did you have a
Yeah.
fling with Bridget Nielsen? Like some people, there's none of that. It's just like it's pretty much like a press piece about I did 48 hours. I was in Saturday Night Live. I did Beverly Hills
uh,
Cop. I did Vampire in
yeah.
Brooklyn, Shrek, and it's that. But
Right.
it's fine. It's like an hour and 40 minutes or something. So it's enjoyable enough.
Right.
But it's not as good as the John Candy one or the Charlie Sheen one, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would put the John Candy documentary at the top. I mean, like
Yeah,
that was just it's very heartwarming when you
yeah.
see someone who was so successful but yet really wanted to help people. And so yeah, that was good.
And that's pretty much my list. So
The let's see here. Daredevil Born Again. and Andor were the Disney TV series that I thought were really good.
Yeah,
And
those
then
great.
Mobland and Landman.
No, no, couldn't do Mobland. Pierce Brosnan's accent couldn't do it. No.
And you and I discuss that because
Mhm.
there is a there I don't know where they get it, but they scrape the bottom of the barrel when it comes to actors doing southern accents. And even the most southern fried people don't talk like that. I mean, they should hire some of my friends that I mean, like, they have lived it. They can talk the talk. So, and
Pierce Brosnan's Irish, and why did his Irish accent annoy me? Because that's not his real. I don't know what was going on, but it just took me
yeah,
right
yeah.
out.
Yeah. You think it was in an alternate, version of Earth
It
where,
was
the
something.
Irish talk like that.
I think it could have been, but yeah, it put me off. No.
And it sucks when you've got something that is that good,
Mhm.
and that's got probably one of my favorite opening credits, and that song that goes along with it, just rocked it, man. There are times I'll just listen to the soundtrack, and,
Yeah.
speed down the road, so
Dexter Resurrection was a good TV show from this year. Worth watching. Paramount.
skipped it, man. I'll have to check that
Really?
out.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. I
Good.
don't I mean, that was on my list. Michelle said she wanted to see it, um and then I don't know what happened, man. Some things are right there on the radar and then something else comes along and we forget.
Yeah.
The only other thing that was on my list was Reacher. Reacher season
Yes.
4, I think.
Yeah.
And there's just something enjoyable about watching this big guy just plow through walls and stuff. And then when he
Yeah.
fought someone who is even bigger than he is, that was also enjoyable. And of course, they went beyond. They went to the 1980s and their violence that didn't kill them. But that was good, man. I
Yeah,
enjoyed
it
it.
was. Yeah, definitely. There's been a lot. I mean, we've covered a lot of films and TV shows, but it's still, if we could do another episode where it's like stuff we missed,
Yeah, yeah,
because too much. There's too much stuff to watch. So it's like,
yeah.
and I'm going to do towards the end of the year. I'm going to do a podcast where I go through how many films I've watched, how many TV series I've watched. I think it's like 54 seasons of TV I've watched this year.
Wow.
Because I decided to keep a list. I'm
Right.
around 100 and I can have a look on how many films I've seen. 167 movies. But I'm going to break it down into how many of those I've seen before. It's how many were just like watching new films. And I
Mhm.
reckon more were rewatches
Yeah.
than anything else for me. Because I'm just sort of, we talked about it before, where there's a lot of films that are fine. But sometimes I
Yeah.
want to watch a film that's like, I want to watch The Shining again, which we did, or I want to watch
Yeah.
Cobra or something like
Right.
that. So
Yeah.
I'm watching between now and next week the 4K disc of The Wild Geese, if you remember that, the 1979 Richard Burton movie, the war
No.
one, Roger Moore.
Yeah.
It's just come out, and I'm going to be
Yeah.
watching Reanimator again for, I've not seen that for decades, so I'm going to
Yeah.
be rewatching that one.
But it is cool when we're rewatching these movies that were, from the 70s and 80s, and even into the 90s, but especially the 70s and the 80s. And they were story driven and
Yeah,
they didn't mind being odd. They didn't mind not. It wasn't like they were out to hide their blemishes in their story matter. It wasn't like, oh, well, we're going to offend this 2% or this 20%, so we can't have that. We can't have glass because there's glassophobia going on now in the world.
yeah.
And,
Don't have it. No,
so
there's a
everything,
character that smokes. We need to get that. No,
right,
can't have smoking in it. You know, just
right. You can eat the cigarette, but you can't smoke it.
yeah,
So, it's a strange day and age. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, it's like I went back and rewatched Snatch, which was
yeah,
fun, man. It holds up and kind of made me want to just start watching Guy Ritchie movies again and just, kind of start with Lock, Stock. I think we discussed it last time and then just
yeah.
watch them in progression as far as everything that he did, has done. And
I
then
remember. I
I
remember
even,
seeing Revolver at the cinema,
yeah,
And Revolver is it's a weird. I mean, it's a good film, but it's
Yeah.
there's no credits at the end, is it? It's just a black screen. And
Yeah.
I remember people in the cinema going, "Oh," so confused. Now I'd heard that there was no credits, so I'm like, "Oh,
Right.
this will be interesting." But people were so confused by that
Yeah.
weird choice. But then they left and they hated the film because of that last moment. Stupid. Just ended black
Dude.
screen. But the
Yeah.
film was good, but because of that weird stylistic choice at the end,
Yeah.
people it had a sour taste in people's mouths. But
Yeah.
then when Rock and Roller came, I love Rock and Roller. Such a
Yeah.
good movie.
Yeah.
Excellent film.
Yep. But you're right. When Revolver came out, and it was such a I mean, he had such a deep meaning to what he was trying to say, psychologically, and I think that eluded a lot of people. I remember an interview where Matthew Vaughn was standing beside Guy Ritchie, and when Guy pitched it to him, Matthew Vaughn said, "Hell no, this is no. There's no way we're gonna
Mm,
do this. I mean, why would anyone want to watch this? It's
I did.
I don't even understand what you're doing." But it was good, man.
I watched it. I paid my money and I sat in a theater and watched it, and
Yeah,
it was fine. I've revisited it since,
yeah,
but I remember enjoying it
yeah.
back then. But oh
It's
yes,
funny, the dude who I can't remember the actor's name, but the guy who plays the lead in Rock and Roll, the skinny guy, he is in some new boxing movie that has Shia LaBeouf in it, and the dude has been eating healthy. I mean, like, the guy's got some size. I didn't even recognize him right up. So it's just interesting how different actors, not just Gary Oldman, but other actors will change their look and it wasn't until like probably halfway through the trailer that I recognized him.
sort of realised who it was.
Yeah. So what movies are you looking forward to that are coming out in 2026?
I don't know. I was thinking about this earlier. It's like I need to start putting a list together of things that are coming out next year. Supergirl
Yeah.
will be on the list.
Yep.
The Avengers Doomsday. I, I'm just way behind with the Marvel stuff, so that's not on my
Right.
list. I'm like, whatever,
Yeah.
it's fine. But I don't
Yeah.
really know much that is coming out next year because at one point you used to buy film magazines and you would have
Right.
like 2026 preview and you'd look through it, you're like, oh wow, this one,
Oh
that one, and that.
yeah.
They're not
Yeah.
really a thing anymore.
No.
Um, so you've just got to go online and find out, but you don't want to get your information from the internet because the amount of crap that's on there, the fake news stuff is horrendous.
That and
Um,
AI, man. Have you
it's
seen all the behind the
horrendous.
scenes of Doomsday where it's like, you have all these, it's like, oh yeah, they've got all three Spider-Man. I mean, that kind of trash annoys me. It
Yeah,
annoys me more than fan built trailers utilizing footage from different movies, but they all have Mel Gibson in it. It
yes,
just, because they get my hopes up. It's like, oh man, I can't wait. What is this trash?
yeah,
Project Hail Mary, which is an
that's one.
awesome
Yep,
novel. That
yep,
one's coming out in March. Can't wait to see
sweet.
that. My oldest daughter recommended that Michelle and I read the book, and so we did. It was a blast, and so we can't wait to see Ryan Gosling and in it. So, and the trailer, the first trailer is probably my favorite. The second trailer, not so much,
Right.
um, but that should be good. And we finished reading the another weird book, The Martian, which we'd already seen the movie probably
Mhm.
10 years ago, whenever it came out. So now we'll probably watch the movie again and just see how it translated. That's always fascinating to me.
Yeah.
And then we read Artemis, which is yet another one of his books. That oh my gosh, I can't remember the actress's name who read the book. She did excellent. Um, just has such a nice voice, great actress. Damn, I cannot remember her name. It'll come to me
I still
probably
can't
once
remember
we
what the
sign
most
off, man.
recent Jurassic Park movie was. I still can't think of that. I'll look it up and be like, oh yeah, that was it.
Well, the only
The
name
newest
with
one.
Jurassic Park that came to mind was Samantha Fox, and Samantha Fox isn't in any Jurassic Park movie.
No, not at all. She would
Yeah,
be the
Black
Boobasaurus if she was.
Widows, Scarlett
Scarlett Johansson,
Johansson.
yeah, she was in it. Yeah, I can remember the film. Those
Scarlett
scenes with the
Johansson,
grass. I just can't
Samantha
remember
Fox.
the
Yeah,
subtitle.
I
But my brain
yeah.
keeps thinking Fallen Kingdom, but that was the last one, wasn't it?
Right.
That was like a couple
Oh
ago.
my
So
gosh, dude.
God knows.
I think Fallen Kingdom was probably one of the reasons why I enjoyed this one as much as I did, because I figured this was just gonna be a miserable failure too. Because I did not like Fallen Kingdom. The first Jurassic World was great. It kind of took me back to the first Jurassic Park. I mean, it had some Spielberg moments, and but then when it's just like, oh no, we're gonna go to a creepy mansion and sell these things. Hey, wait, Blue, come back. I don't know. It
The
just
the only scene I liked in Fallen Ki well, I didn't like it because it upset me, but was when they're leaving the island on the boat and there's this,
yeah.
like, Brontosaurus, and it's like, "Oh, look," and I'm like, "Oh my god, please, the dinosaur," and I'm like, "Why do I give a crap about a CGI dinosaur?" But that was the only emotion I felt. The movie
Right.
was called Jurassic World Rebirth, by the way. It was, like, to
Uh,
my that was the last one. I'd never have remembered that,
wow, man.
but that was it
Wow.
from
So
this year.
did you have the same reaction when when I can't even remember the character's name, but it was in Who Framed Roger Rabbit where they had the barrel of stuff that would eat the film, and did you feel
No,
for those characters as
no,
well?
no. I think, but I don't know what I was thinking back in like 1809, I think, when Roger Rabbit came out. I'm just like, this looks kind of cool. And I think that was
Yeah.
pretty much it. I'm like, it's Bob Hoskins. It's cool. It's great.
Right.
But I haven't been back and revisited that
Yeah,
film
we did
for many, many years.
probably 8 years ago, 7 years ago, and it held up fine. I mean, like, it was solid movie telling, and how they got all of those, characters from all those different, there's Warner Brothers, Disney, and, um I can't remember, there was a third, but yeah, I mean, like, it was just like, people were friendlier back then and said, "Yeah,
Yeah.
let's have all these characters. That sounds fun." And I don't know that we could do that these days. I think it would be like, "Oh, no, Mickey's mine. No, you keep Daffy, and, I'm gonna keep Donald," and I was just, a different
Give
day
it
and age, man.
give it a few years. Netflix might own everything. So then it'll all be under
Yep.
one
So
streaming warehouse.
So you've got Warner Brothers, who is working with James Gunn for the new DC universe. You've got Netflix, who has been working with Zack Snyder. And at one point, this was probably a year and a half ago, maybe 2 years ago, they were saying, well, what if Zack Snyder has the Snyderverse on Netflix? And so now, if Netflix did the deal go through? I
No,
know,
not yet. Not yet.
what was it?
No.
Paramount was like, "Oh, hey, I'll pay $30 a share. We're gonna,
Yeah.
try to take this thing over," and um, which I would rather Netflix get it than Paramount,
Really?
just because I already pay for Netflix. I'm thinking economically for me,
Yeah. Yeah.
but then again, Netflix is very flippant with who they like and who they cancel. So,
Yeah.
but for what happened between Zack Snyder and Netflix that caused them to cut him loose, or was it all
I
Rebel Moon?
Yeah, I think some of it is,
Yeah,
but I mean, obviously they've never come out. You look at the internet and it's like, oh, Netflix have thrown Zack Snyder
yeah,
into the alleyway and he's skinned his knees, and it's like, no,
right,
I would suspect it's just a case of Zack going, I want to do this, and they're like, well, we don't
right,
want to do that because your past projects haven't done amazing.
yeah,
But I don't know how they do amazing because they don't make money anyway,
right,
because it's on a
yeah,
streaming platform. But and
right,
he's like, well, I'm just gonna go when my contract expires. I'm off. I suspect it's probably something like that. But the
yeah,
internet loves to go, yay, they've thrown Zack out and all this
right,
silliness. But
yeah,
Zack Snyder and James Gunn are friends. They have been for years.
yeah.
I think James Gunn wrote Dawn of the Dead, which Zack Snyder
You're
directed. So
right. You're right, man.
they're buddies, but
Yeah.
the internet's like, pick a team. Which one do you like better? I like them both. It's fine. I like them both for different reasons.
Right.
So
Yeah.
who
Again,
knows what's going to happen?
I go back to my heritage of reading comics as a kid, and you could have multiple Batman stories going on at the same time because you were reading different you know, different versions of Batman, if you will. Same thing with
Yeah,
Spider-Man and the Amazing Spider-Man or the whatever Spider-Man, and yeah, I mean, so I guess I readily accept this stuff, whereas some people just don't. They still want to have Henry Cavill Day and wanting him to come back, and now he's World of Warcraft, and oh my gosh, man, there can be only one.
Highlander. Yeah,
Highlander,
yeah.
yeah. So that'll be
I mean,
interesting to see what comes of that.
yeah, because he injured himself, didn't he, training for that? So, but not
Yeah.
severely. He's not been decapitated. Oops, he's now.
Right.
That would be
There can
bad.
be only none.
I'm okay with a remake of Highlander. The
Yeah.
first one was 1986, for God's sake. It's
Yeah.
before a lot of these people were born.
Oh, yeah.
And
But
it's funny seeing people complaining, go, "Oh, he's not even Scottish, though." It's like what, like Christoph Lambert was.
right.
Prick.
But, the first one, I think that's another aspect of 80s movies, and before then. People cared about image. And you look at those shots, man, there's that one that, and I don't know how they even did it, but it's like they were at the what was it, a wrestling match, boxing match, I can't remember, and
Yeah,
he's
Madison
way on.
Square Garden, wasn't it? Wrestling, yeah.
Yeah, and he is way up in the stands, and the camera just keeps on going through and then goes right on up to a nice shot of
Yes.
him, and, now there's drones or it could be CG, who gives a crap, but back then, I mean, like, if you wanted to see it, you had to, create the apparatus to get that, so
Yeah. I kind of, well, that's the wow factor, isn't it? You go back and you're like, how
it
did they do
is.
that? And I'm sure
Yeah.
somebody like Neil or whatever could go, well, this is how they did it.
Right,
But I quite like
right,
not knowing how some things were done.
yeah.
I
Well,
love
it's
the
kinda
fact when
like
like, I can't work it out. I don't want to know what it is,
yeah,
but I can't work it out. It's keep the
yeah.
magic.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of like, some of the great magicians who, David Copperfield and stuff. And, these different people on YouTube, it's like, oh, yeah, I figured out how he did this. I don't want to know.
No.
If I was amazed and if I was made to feel like a kid again, then I don't want to know. I just, I want to believe in magic. I'm not too old for that. So,
Every time I go back and watch the Universal, The Invisible Man, so the one from the 30s,
right.
my mind is blown how some of those shots were done. I don't want to
Yeah.
know how they're done. I'm just like, how
Yeah.
the hell did they do this in
Yeah.
1932? This is
Yeah.
just insane. Now you
Yeah.
go, "Oh, it's probably CGI," so you lose your wow factor. But I
Right.
can still watch a film that was made in 1932 or released in 1932 and go,
Yeah.
wow, more so
Yeah.
than Avatar 2. I'm like,
So have you seen Predator Badlands? I know, Neil was
not
asking me
yet.
about that. I haven't seen it either, and,
No.
so Neil, if you're still there after loving Star Trek, did you did the fact that his face was CG, did that bother you compared to the original, Predator and all the practical makeup? He may be editing,
Hopefully,
right.
he's just. Oh no, he's still there. Yeah, he loved Badlands.
Uh
He, d-
Oh,
but
that's good. So he didn't even know it was CG, man. That's awesome.
that's good.
Yeah.
If you can fool a filmmaker, that's
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
good going, isn't it?
Yep. Oh, that's
Uh,
awesome. Because I was concerned. How is this going to be? Hey,
yeah,
oh, what was the latest Mark Wahlberg movie? It was kind of a Christmas movie. It'll count kind of in the same way as Lethal Weapon and Cobra. Um, Family Plan 2. That was
yeah.
kind of fun.
I enjoyed the first Family Plan. I haven't seen the second
Yeah.
one yet.
It's good. It's on
Good.
Prime, and,
Hmm.
yeah, so that was good. That was what blew my, small subwoofer up, so,
Whoops.
yeah. Yeah, that's alright,
Whoops.
man. Yeah. Well, it did suck because 'cause we're right in the middle of a big action sequence, and all of a sudden, it's like, nothing but trouble. I was like, "This isn't good."
No, this is yeah. Don't. At least it wasn't a Michael Bay movie because I'm pretty sure they're responsible for blowing up a lot of subwoofers over the years.
Yep.
So what's your plans? But are you all Christmas trees are all up and you're all
You
prepped for
know,
Christmas?
we have no Christmas stuff up at all. We are
We haven't yet.
doing some work in our kitchen. So So anyway, we've been painting and stuff in there, um and and post probably right into January we'll be putting some new flooring. We've still got to put the countertops in and backsplashes and stuff like that. But we just Michelle spends a lot of time in there cooking. She's a very good cook, and I just wanted things to look better than it did. So
Yeah.
but because of that, and then we kept the grandkids last weekend. This weekend, a buddy of mine reminded me that I said that I would come to his Christmas party, so therefore we'll go to his Christmas party. And I don't mean to be disparaging.
You're
Ken's
like,
like a
oh,
brother to me, but I'm just
yeah.
like, damn, I want a weekend to ourselves. And
Hmm.
the following weekend is the weekend before Christmas, so good luck. We may get one tree up, and yeah, it may just be the Charlie Brown Christmas tree with the one ornament, and which will make me happy when cleanup day. Was it Boxing Day?
Yeah,
That's a
Boxing Day.
Canadian
Yeah.
thing. So, do you guys
No,
have
no,
Boxing Day?
yeah, yeah. That's my
Yeah,
favorite day of the year because it's the farthest away from Christmas Day as you could
yeah.
get.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm not a huge Christmas fan. It's just
Oh,
like,
really?
no. I
I
could do a
hear you.
whole episode on that thing. I don't quite get it, but yeah,
When Michelle and I started dating, this was back in 2014. Um, anyway, my Christmas tree was still up in March, and that was when she asked if it would be okay if she and my
yeah.
daughters took the ornaments off. I just didn't ever have time, man. I was too busy with some different
You
projects, and
you
yeah.
didn't have time from December to March to
I
take a
did
tree.
not, man.
Wow.
Number one, I was in love, Stuart, and I still am deeply. So,
Yeah.
and then really, I don't know, man. It just became a part of the basement, I guess.
Wow. Well, Neil's got his mum visiting for Christmas.
Oh,
Well,
really?
I'm guessing for Christmas. She's probably there with him now.
Yeah,
Although not in the chat room or whatever. No, it's Neil's mum's not in
yeah.
the chat room. So why? Why? What's wrong with your mum,
Wow,
Neil? She not
I
like this
know,
podcast?
really.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah,
So hopefully she'll get an American Christmas.
yeah, yeah. Now, and now I'm asking you, but I mean, where is she traveling in from? Is she
Australia.
in Australia or England? Okay, gotcha.
She's yeah,
Yeah,
Australian.
yeah.
So
Well, that's awesome, man.
she can't use a
Oh, she can't
computer.
use the computer. Then share yours, Neil. Come on, man.
Yep. Neil's got about 14 different computers within about
Right.
3 feet of him. He's probably got more than 14. He's from Brisbane. Yep.
Brisbane.
There we
Gotcha.
go. Lovely
Yeah.
part of the world.
Yep. That's what I needed today was 14 computers so that when the one
Yeah.
said, and then I could have just hopped on another. But alas, my laptop is kind of an antique. It's
Oh,
it was built back in 2019, and evidently Adobe won't support it. So yeah, man.
wow. 15 computers and not surprised,
Nice.
Yeah, not surprised.
Yeah.
It's like some like war games. He probably filmed the war games thing, with the when the Whopper
Right,
and all that. It's Neil's
right.
computer room.
Well,
Yeah,
that's for the 3D version of Time War that's in wraparound.
probably
So,
is. It
yeah.
probably is.
But,
Neil, you
yeah,
get all 15 computers watching my YouTube channel, please. That
right.
would be different
Hey,
accounts, please. Watch the 4-hour screensavers. Much appreciated.
but do it like do it like I used to do toys in, Walmart when I'd take the kids in there at Christmas, and I would just walk past a dozen Elmos and squeeze their hands
Switch
so
them
they were
all
all
on.
going off differently, and yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And by the
So
way, Neil, when you put no, I heard Darth Vader in my head,
I
so
did.
thank you for that.
I
Yeah.
had special edition Star Wars, Return of the
That's
Jedi
it.
there. Not a good move.
Right.
So when we resume again for a podcast,
Yeah,
how about we put a list together of films we're excited for in 2026?
sounds good. And I will I will try to come up with more than Project Hail Mary and Doomsday.
I only came up with Supergirl, so
Oh, and Supergirl,
yeah,
yeah.
you
So
came
at
up with
least
more films than I did. I just don't know
it,
what's coming out next year. So
yeah, yeah. It's for whatever the YouTube algorithm is not sharing trailers like it used to.
no,
It is so I guess what I need to do is have the kids come over and watch a bunch of junk, totally confuse YouTube, and then I'll start training it again. So at some
sure.
point it just said, "You must like lampshades." No, I don't like lampshades, man. Come on, dude.
I think we should throw a question at Neil. Neil, is the Time War coming out in 2026? What do you reckon he'll say? Hope
I
so.
don't know. I'm
What do you reckon? You
expecting
say that?
dot, 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 right?
Yep. Go on, Neil. Is the Time War going to come out in 2020? Yes. I noticed it's.
Yes!
I noticed it's yes in lowercase though. It's not uppercase.
Right. Well, that
So is
was
that like? Does that yes mean a maybe?
I gave him the all caps and 3 exclamation marks because 'cause I'm excited, so,
I am.
yeah.
I'm excited. Sound in January. Yo, capital letters. Yep. It's
Nice.
it's
Oh,
now
there you
changed from
go.
a. It's now changed from a yes maybe to a capital
Right.
letter yes. Good because I really want to watch it.
Yeah, yeah. World
So
premiere. Yeah,
yes,
in a
exactly.
world. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
what happened to that guy? I mean, he probably died to be fair, but there's no real replacement of that guy anymore. Is it? In your time when
no,
there
I
should be
think they
you.
just
You should do that. You could do
I
that.
you know what? I've done that before. I don't do quite as good a job because I haven't smoked 10 packs of menthol cools and gargled with bleach like that guy did, but yeah, so oh, he died. Damn, now I'm feeling
No,
guilty.
and
Yeah, it's
from
probably the cigarettes and bleach.
have you ever seen Swimming with Sharks with Kevin Spacey?
N no.
Oh God, you've got to watch that. Kevin Spacey plays a character based on Joel Silver, the movie producer,
Yeah,
who shouts and screams and berates his assistant and stuff
whiskey
like that.
works.
And at one
Yeah,
point, he's telling his assistant, he's like, "I want somebody. I'll make some names up." He's like, I want Laurence Olivier," and he goes,
yeah.
"He died." And he's like, "No, he's not dead. He's just unavailable."
He's
So yeah,
pining.
he's fine. And check out Swimming with Sharks. It's brilliant. If you're
Okay.
still okay with watching Kevin Spacey films, and a lot of people aren't,
I
but
am,
what the hell,
man,
guy's a great actor.
yeah, yeah.
So
I
yeah,
think
check out that one.
he's had his, wet caning and, he says, "Look, you know what? Mel Gibson came back, why can't I?" Right?
Exactly. So what are you up to for the rest of the day then? Other than you fixing laptop.
Michelle should be home probably in the next 15 minutes,
Okay.
and we will have dinner, probably a glass of wine, watch a little TV. I think we have one more episode of Day of the Jackal, so be interesting
Mhm.
to see how that pans out, and then that's probably the end of the day. I will probably accomplish about the same amount as you do now, being 5 hours ahead of me.
Yeah.
So
I am gonna wrap this up in a couple of minutes, put all the lights off, go to sleep. That's me.
yeah,
And just, wake up tomorrow and go, how do I feel today? Which degree of crap do I feel today?
that's right.
Crazy.
Yeah. So Neil, I
Um,
will warm the teleporter up. I'm going to go plug it in right now. So the coordinates
yes,
are THX 1138, and
of course.
yeah, yeah. I think
Yep,
it's also what is it 8675309. I think it's the last
I think
bit
it
of the
is.
coordinates. So yeah.
And if you lose the coordinates, then just they're in room 237. So yeah, I do sort of look a bit better than I did a few weeks ago, Neil. Thank you for that. Listen,
Yeah,
it's lighting, but yeah, I'm
yeah,
still falling apart.
yeah.
Oh well. So my quick story about how my human body reacts now, which I'd mentioned before we started this. So
Yeah.
my body and brain at the minute just it has inner monologues with me, and it will say, and this is how the inner monologue works. Hey, guess what? What? I'm gonna fuck you up tomorrow. You're like, why? Why? I feel quite good today.
Right.
So can I not just feel okay tomorrow? My body's like, no. Well, what time are you gonna mess me up tomorrow then?
Yeah.
Don't know, but I'm gonna do it. Well,
Right.
do you have to? Yeah. Right. Will it be? Will it be in the morning, the afternoon, the evening? Not telling you.
Yeah.
And sure enough, as if by magic clockwork, it gives me about 20 minutes notice, and then it goes, "Now's the time," and then
Right.
that's yeah,
Wow, man.
craziness.
Yeah. I had a
So
cousin who was really little, and she was very cute. She was probably 4 or 5, somewhere in there, and there was one Christmas when she arrived at the house and she came running in. She was like, "John!" And I was like, "Hey, bam!" Punched me right in the nutsack. And I was like,
ooh,
"You are evil. You're not getting your Christmas gift." So anyway, but I imagine that's the way your body does you.
sort of.
Yeah.
And I usually I'm working out like, oh, tomorrow I'm going to be awful. So I can kind of predict which days I'm going to
Gotcha.
get
Yeah.
walloped. I just can't work out which hour I'm going to be walloped. So I'm not quite because my body's sneaky. It's like, oh, you're
Yeah.
onto me, are you? I'm just gonna shift the cards around and confuse
Yeah.
you. But
Yeah.
yeah,
If you'll make plans to go to the movie theater, it'll happen as soon as you leave the house, like you're halfway between your
yeah,
home and the movie theater.
yeah.
So, yeah.
So, so it did. It walloped me about, I think about 2 o'clock this afternoon. It's like, it gave me about half
Oh,
an hour's
dude.
notice and went, I'm coming for you. And you're like, oh, Jesus. And when it comes to me, it's the most painful thing on earth. I mean, it's probably not the most painful thing on earth, but
Right.
it's not pleasant. And
Yeah.
then there's like aftershocks for hours. So thankfully, the aftershocks
Wow,
wore off
man.
about 6 o'clock. So it's every few days my body goes, now it's time. Jesus.
Wow.
So fun and games, but I do,
Right.
when I'm okay, I'm okay. And when I'm not good, it's kind of rough. So
Yeah.
tis what it is for now.
Well, I'm glad we could visit and you feel good. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
exactly. But
Yeah.
you enjoy the rest of your day, John. I'm
Well, I
glad
hope
we
you do
managed to have
too.
this catch up, as always.
Yeah. Neil, thanks for hanging out with us
Yeah,
via text. So,
exactly. Next time,
yeah.
get a camera and we'll just
Yeah.
have a three
Yep.
chat. I was going to say a
You know
three way,
what?
but that's weird. That's not
Maybe
PC.
Neil's mom has a camera and they can work together. I'm just saying.
I could make a
Since
joke
she
going, well,
doesn't have a computer.
I could make a joke going, she does have a camera, but Neil doesn't listen. But no, I don't know Neil's mum well enough to go down that route. He knows. No, it's fine.
Right. Oh, man.
But yeah, you enjoy the rest of your day, John.
Dude, you
Regards to
do the
Michelle
same.
and the dogs and the kids and everybody else.
I will do it. I left all the dogs upstairs because I figured Jax was going to be knocking stuff down like he did last time. So,
I have my co-host curled up in a ball, the cat, sound
yeah.
asleep. So he will be waking up in about 2 minutes because it's supper time for him.
Gotcha. It's amazing how
So,
dogs and cats know. They know their feeding time.
well,
So,
he is. I don't know if you can see him. Grey ball. Can you see him
yeah.
there? There we
Yeah.
go. That's the cat cameo.
Yeah.
Whenever I'm in this room, he sits on that bench to sleep. And whenever I'm in the other room, he just
Yeah.
follows me around. But he's a very well behaved co-host.
Oh, that's good.
So there is
Yeah.
that. But you take care.
You
Um,
too, man.
I will. Neil's excited. Neil loves Oscar. When Neil came over last time, Oscar was
Yeah.
all over him. It was like
All right.
didn't bother with me, just all over Neil
Yeah.
because Neil's
Yeah. Neil,
famous
I
around
hope
us.
that you enjoy dogs because they'll be
He
a
does.
100-pound golden retriever that will be excited to see you, and then a 10-pound mini Australian Shepherd who will easily like jump up about as high as the golden retriever's head. And
So
so
get
anyway, oh,
get
good.
your get your legs ready, Neil.
Yes. Yep.
There is that. But yeah, you
All
take care,
right,
John,
man. You
and I
too, man.
will.
I have no idea. Do I just hit the X button?
No, I do that. It's
Oh,
fine.
awesome, man. All right.
I do that. Take care.
Take care.
Bye bye.
Bye.